He's breaking down the plays, hey! Calling out the stars, from the court to the field, catching fire like a spark. Hot takes, big wins, hey! Stories you should know. Turn it up, tune in. It's the Brice Epps Show. Ooh.
Welcome back to the fourth episode of the Brice Epps Show. Today I'm joined by Maryville College point guard Kyle Cloninger. Kyle, thanks for coming in today.
Appreciate you having me.
Kyle, talk about the year that you had last year. First year in college, freshman. You win Maryville College Male Rookie of the Year, Collegiate College of the South Rookie of the Year, CCS Academic All-Conference, All CCS Second Team, CCS Rookie of the Week 9 times. So is that something that you expected to do going in your first year?
Well, I mean, I always have high goals for myself, you know. So, I mean, was I expecting that much? I mean, probably not. But to start the year, it was a little slow for me, you know, as expected. Like I came in off the bench, you know, not much of an offensive threat, but I just really tried to, you know, make my presence known on the defensive end, which is ultimately what got me more playing time later in the year. But unfortunately, last year Jack also tore his ACL, so that put me in a position where I had to step up on the offensive end. So, I mean, that really helped me grow because I had to, you know, step into a bigger position, you know, become more of an offensive threat, and that just really helped me the most.
Yeah, and like you said, you didn't start at the beginning of the year, but by the end of the year, you had started 23 out of the 27 games. So what kind of allowed you to be comfortable stepping into that starting role?
You know, just my teammates being there for me every day. You know, they always had the full confidence in me. My coach always had full confidence in me to make the right plays, take the right shots. So, you know, just everybody being there for me and telling me like they know I'm the right guy for the job.
Yeah, and you talk about Jackson tearing his ACL last year, and unfortunately you do the same this year in the first game, which did that now put Jackson into the role that you stepped into last year to where now he's coming into yours? So how do you kind of be there for him knowing that like last year it was the opposite pretty much?
Yeah, so he was kind of there for me when I first did mine, you know, like encouraging me, like, don't get down, like, you'll be back, you know. But it started out, we had a couple scrimmages at the beginning of the year. He wasn't cleared yet. He was still a little down on himself because he was still trying to pass the test to get his quad back to the strength it needed to be. So, like, our first game, like, he still wasn't starting and everything. But as soon as I went down, like, he stepped into my role, and now last I checked, he was made the most three-pointers in the country for Division III, which is very impressive. So, you know, it is kind of switch roles, but he's been doing it for so long. Like, this is his 4th year in the program. Like, he's on pace to be the leading three-point field goal maker in school history. So, I mean, it's a little bit different, but in essence, it's kind of the same.
Yeah, going forward with the process of having torn your ACL, what kind of can you do off the court just to kind of keep you fresh and not really lose anything?
Yeah, probably just keeping my same mentality that I have for basketball. You know, basketball, I'm always trying to figure out what I can do to get the edge over my opponent. So if that's, I don't know, just putting more work in the weight room, getting more shots up, maybe watching more film, you know, just like trying to figure out what I can do to be a little bit better. So I think if I keep that same mentality for my rehab after and just attack it every day as what can I do better to what can I do to be better the next day and just grow as fast as possible, I think that's what's ultimately going to help me the most, because it's probably it's going to be a huge physical battle, but probably the biggest thing I need to focus on is the mental part, because that's going to be super hard for me.
Yeah, and I'm sure you never really had an injury to this extent before, so for it to happen now, it's got to be hard to have gone through your whole career, and there's been injuries, but nothing to where it's at right now.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I've never had to sit out a whole season. I've had injuries to where I've had to sit out a game or two, but nothing to this extent. So again, it's going to be more on the mental side for me, just keeping the right state of mind, making sure I'm just working hard every day just to get back to where I was.
Yeah, we'll pivot away from all that talk right now. We'll kind of go back in time a little bit. High school, our playing days together. First off, what did it feel like breaking the scoring record at Morristown East?
It was awesome to be able to get that milestone and just have that record under my name. It was, Micah had it before me, so I mean, a little bittersweet because I loved playing with Micah. It was great to watch him throughout the year, see him break the record, go through it. But yeah, it's just awesome to have and be able to do it with the guys I did, be able to do it with the coach that we had, So it was just an awesome experience.
Yeah, and you talk about Micah had it before. It's kind of crazy because it was a record that stood for a really long time. We were with Marshall Mills, who held it before, and then Micah breaks it, and then 2 years later it gets broken again by you. So it's kind of crazy how that works, and such a long-standing record is broken twice within 2 years.
Right, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Me and Micah, we grew up playing all throughout the years, we came up, playing AAU together. We played against each other in school ball growing up, and then we got to play together in high school, so it was just super cool that we both were able to do such a memorable thing.
Yeah, and talking about Micah, he's now at Alabama State. He's playing really good basketball right now. Yeah, he was just named to the all-tournament team in a tournament out in Colorado. So it's really cool to see him just thrive where he's at now.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think we were talking about it last night. He still has 2 more years after this. So
yeah,
I mean, it's awesome to see him thriving this year. Seemed like he had a good year last year, but he was still in that almost not really role player, but just
it's kind of in the shadows of the stars on that team.
Kind of catch and shoot,
Yeah.
But it seems like he's really stepped into the key player into this year.
Yeah, he's having a really good season, and maybe playing his way up into the portal to maybe get to even a higher school than where he's at now.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to see him even higher than what he is right now.
Yeah. Going back to kind of the scoring record thing a little bit, what does it feel? What do you feel when you just walk back in to East and you look up and see the tall bleachers and the orange walls and just know I'm pretty much royalty in this gym?
Well, I don't like to think it like that. I don't have really a big ego, so it is always cool to come back and be like, man, what a good experience we had here with all my best friends. We had great games there. We had great times. So that's really what I think about when I come back. Is just all the great memories that we had together.
Yeah, we talked about it last night on the broadcast. You came on, and it just there's really nothing better than to be there with our old teammates, me and you and Lane, and just being able to reminisce on the good times we had.
Yeah, it was a good time. I hadn't seen Lane in probably, I can remember, a couple months. So it was good to talk to him, hear what he's been doing in life, and just again talk about the good times we had in high school. Because we had a really good time playing basketball, baseball, everything together.
Yeah. Good to get to watch our old team play again. What do you what is your favorite memory throughout East High?
I mean, I feel like it has to be that last sub-state game. You
Yeah.
know, that was the crowd, probably the biggest crowd I've ever seen there for sure. You know, just the feel that the game gave, just with all the energy, just us not being to state for what it was 40, 50 years.
Yeah, it was a really long time.
So the pressure that we had, and then at the end the shot just sealed it off and just made it by far the best memory there.
Yeah, like you said, the big crowd. It was that game, and then the region championship, the game before against West was that was the most people I've ever seen in that gym. It looked like we were playing at West in the small gym, but it
Yeah.
was at our gym, the big one, and still full, no seats open, standing room only, pretty much.
Yeah, I just feel like those two games had a different feel.
Yeah,
You know? Like,
yeah.
It was just like if you made a mistake, like it was like, oh crap, like
Yeah,
like we didn't need to make no mistakes, like just the moment was just so big. And I also felt that for the game before when we played Sevier.
yeah,
It was just like once you get to those moments, like farther down you go, it's like the less and less mistakes you can make and just the more pressure you have, which, man, it was awesome.
yeah.
It was just awesome playing.
Well, the Sevier County game, the two games we had in the regular season were super close.
Yeah.
You know, we played an overtime game at home, and then at Sevier County, you hit a buzzer beater that game to
Yeah.
win it. So it feels like that going into that game, that felt like a game like we shouldn't be playing them right now. We should be playing them
Next game.
Yeah, next game in the region championship, but they get upset. So, and going into that one, knowing that we felt like Sevier was the second best team in our conference, they were right behind us. We had two very close games with them. So, knowing that, and it's hard to beat a team 3 times, especially when both games come in that
Sure,
close.
yeah.
So, knowing that it was right then and there, and it's win or go home. Like we lose, we don't get another chance.
Yeah.
So that was a tough game, and we came out guns a-blazing, and
We did. Came out, we got up, what, like 29-8, I think?
yeah.
Like, we came out, like, just all over them, defensive intensity.
Yeah,
So,
that's one game that it's like that we played the best we could have to start a game.
yeah, and that's what it took.
Yeah, that
I mean,
is
start of the game.
that's what it took. We just jump out on them early and put them down and let them know there's levels to this.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, we go on to the West game, and that was a little bit of a different story at the start. That was a close game, I think.
Yeah, I think I had a little bit of a rough start that game, I think, but we willed through it.
Yeah.
And ended up probably hitting the longest shot in East High history. But hey, no, that was also a great game, you know. Always good playing West.
Yeah, always good beating West too. There's nothing more that I like than beating West,
For
especially
sure.
on a stage that big.
For sure, yeah.
It was still a home sub-state game, and like you said, that shot, it felt like that went in, and it's just like it's over. There's no reason to play the rest of this game. We know we're winning now. But yeah, then we go to the Bearden game. That was fun. That was probably the most like intense feeling game I think I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Bearden's always been known for, you know, having the best team in East Tennessee. They've had great players like Drew Pember, Quez, Glover. Like, they've always been known to be that team. So I feel like that even added more pressure to us because, like, we're playing Bearden like they're the best team in East Tennessee, you know. But yeah, I mean, you know, we came out, we did our thing, and got it done.
Yeah, we did. It all goes back to, I remember just being on a bus at the beginning of the season. I don't remember, we were probably playing in a Christmas tournament or something like that, or Thanksgiving tournament, and mapping out our road to get to the state tournament, and then busting out in an original song singing "We're Going to State" because we had it all mapped out, and everything we had mapped out went to plan. So that was really good times.
I feel like that's a big part of it. Like,
Yeah.
knowing your goals. Like, we had it wrote down on our board all year.
Yeah, we did.
Like,
Including the wrong date. also on
Did
the
we?
board.
Oh, we had the wrong year.
Wrong.
Didn't we?
Yeah, we had the, the wrong year.
They had already passed.
Yeah, we had the wrong year written up, and Coach Cusick tried to erase it and
I
change
forgot
it.
about
Like,
that.
hey,
Yeah, just gotta leave it now.
We're
Gotta leave it now.
We're rolling.
That's funny. I forgot about
Superstitions.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, after that, what was the transition like going from high school ball into college ball?
I think a big difference is I've been talking a lot about the mindset, but it's like a really big piece into it. You got to go from a guy who was the key player, and then when you go to college, you're a guy who maybe gets 4 or 5 shots a game, if that. So my mindset, having to shift to like I need to focus more on defense, my energy, stuff like that. So I'd say that was the biggest shift for me.
Yeah, and I know like we've talked about it before, just like at basketball games and stuff like that. You go and you look at like Tennessee games and stuff, and all the guys sitting on the end of the bench that don't see the floor, like at their hometown high school, those guys were the man.
Yeah.
And now they're out here and they're not even getting minutes. They're not seeing the floor, and it's like no disrespect to them, like they're good basketball players,
Yeah.
but it's just like there's.
Yeah, and we have like even at our level at Division III, like the guys who don't get to play for us, like they were the guy at their school too, but there's just things that can separate you between your. It's mainly attitude and effort and energy that you bring every day to practice, which is ultimately how you're going to show coach that you can play is at practice.
Yeah. And now going back to a little bit, talking about like through injuries, whether it be you or other people, your team being there, is that something that you expected going into Maryville? And is what else were deciding factors on like you knowing that's where you wanted to go?
So I remember, I was in the recruiting process, going to visits, listening to what all the coaches had to say. And I just remember it was the first time I'd even met Coach P. It was on my visit. And we go up there, he takes me into the film room, he gives me a little presentation. Me and my mom are just sitting there, listening to everything he has to say. And like we just both got that feel from him, Like it's hard to explain, but like just the feel we got, like the culture that he was explaining they had there, just the overall program success they had, because very successful program in the past. Yeah, I just remember us getting back in the car and be like, I think this is the place. I really do.
Yeah, and you talk about Coach P, and I've read a lot about him, heard a lot of stories, everything, and he's successful really everywhere he's been. He played at Maryville College too. So what's it like just playing under him, his style of coaching and play and stuff like that?
Yeah, Coach P's he's an amazing coach. He probably puts more time into his job than probably majority of the coaches out there. So I couldn't ask to be in a better place, play under a better coach than him. It's also really cool that he experienced where we're at. It was same school, same everything. So, just falling under him, it's easy to do because he's been there. He's been to the Sweet 16. So, he knows what it takes to get there. So why would you not listen to exactly what he has to say?
Yeah, that's definitely a big part of being able to go far, is having the experience to do so. And you talked about last night on the broadcast, it's the tournament's something that you haven't been able to get to so far in your career. Like last year, had a really good season, unfortunately just fell in the conference tournament championship game and lost the automatic bid to get in. So what going forward, we know you're out this year, but going forward, what do you feel like you need to do and as a program needs to be done in order to get back to that tournament and have a chance?
Yeah, so we're able to, since we've had such a successful past, like we're able to play really big games at the beginning of the year. Like this year, we went to a tournament. It's called the Great Lakes Invitational, and it had the number 5 ranked team, number 8, number 16, and then us at the time we were 21. So it's a big time tournament with big time games. So learning from last year, like these games at the beginning, they mean a lot because, you know, maybe if we had won a couple of those big games last year at the beginning of the year, maybe we still get in
Yeah.
to the tournament, even without us losing in the championship. So, you know, just making sure we're ready to go at the beginning of the year and taking every game serious, like every game's our championship game.
Yeah, I think those big games are huge early in the season. We talk about like our senior year. We played a lot of games early on in the season. We went down to the Florida tournament. We played South Paulding and Oak Mountain, which we lost both of those games. And South Paulding, that's a game I felt like we should have won. You know, we were up big, but you know they had the guard. He just went unconscious.
Yeah.
I mean, he did not miss. And then we played a couple other.
Yeah, we played
Couple
Webb.
Yeah.
Um,
We probably played Farragut and.
I mean, yeah, it's always good to play those big games, get you ready for the conference tournament, and I mean, playing the best competition. That's what you play for.
Well, you look at Tennessee right now; they've played some really good teams. Like played Houston, ended up beating Houston, and then you lose to Kansas the next day, and then you go up to Syracuse and you lose to Syracuse. And struggles early in the season, those games can really help because you know what you're going to need from certain players in order to win those games. And so to have that on film and be able to emphasize like we need you to be better in this aspect going into those games, I think is really big.
Yeah, I mean, you can always. It's basically what the games at the beginning are for, is to learn what your role is, learn what you need to do. So it's unfortunate they lost to Syracuse because that was definitely a game felt like they probably should have won. But yeah, playing teams like Kansas, Houston, like that's all you can ask for. You're on the biggest stage, playing the best players in the country. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, and now with a full year of college ball under your belt, and this one you'll get to just kind of sit and observe everything going on. What have you learned throughout the last year that will help you better your game?
Well, just observing already what I have this past month, I've already seen that, again, attitude. The attitude you bring every day is huge. Like, you can tell when someone's a little down and how that affects their game or how they act in the game, what it does. So I've seen that's a huge thing. And then something I didn't really know or notice until now was the energy you bring, not just in the game, but like everything leading up to it. So like the practice before, the energy that our whole team brings to then our shoot around that we have the day of, and then to even the warm-ups. Like if we have low energy, like I've noticed like throughout those things, like it transpires into the game, and like we'll start out slow. So just knowing that it's not just, you can't just turn on for the game, like you have to turn it on like for everything else building up to it.
Yeah, I think consistency is probably a big part of that. Just having like not necessarily the same routine every single game, but like you said, bringing the same energy and kind of you just know what it has to be every single time you're on a basketball court.
Yep.
So we talked about Micah earlier. Now and then the Vols. So going into that, what is it like just seeing guys like Jacoby Gillespie, who we played against and unfortunately beat us both times after probably 40-point performances in each game? What's it like seeing him go from a school like Belmont now all the way up to the highest level of college basketball?
Yeah, it's, I mean, super impressive. It's also really cool to see him play at Tennessee because that's who we love to watch. So, and to say that, you know, we played against him, And then, yeah, it's just awesome. And then there's other guys, like I played with Javin Carter, who's at MTSU now. I also, in AAU, one time I actually also played against Derek Queen one time, which is also super cool because last night he actually had, or maybe it wasn't last night, but one night this week he had a 30-point triple-double in the NBA.
NBA, yeah.
Like, I mean, it's super cool to see these guys now as we grow up that they're in the NBA, they're playing at the highest level.
Yeah, we talk about Javin. We've talked about him a couple times on here too. Like he's playing good ball at MTSU, and we kind of joked about it. He's comfortable on that floor. Alcoa made it to the state tournament. I think every year he was probably there.
He's been there a couple times.
So he has a few games under his belt on that floor, and it's pretty much a second home to him. But yeah, it is crazy just all the players, like the basketball world, and how it can be. Like I said, he played against Derek Queen, who, I mean, was just really good. He played with Jacoby at Maryland.
Yeah.
So, and then now he's in the NBA and just playing good. It's wild to see all that.
It's really cool just seeing everything, everybody thriving where they're at, and I mean living out their dreams.
Yeah, and like another one from Greenville, Trey Thompson. He's at Iowa now.
That's true. Yeah.
There's a lot of good basketball from this area. Brady Nillick, Carson Newman.
He had 10 blocks the other day. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that. And then it's the basketball in this area has gotten really good over the last few years, and even you look at Walter State, like we went and watched a game of theirs, and they have a really good program.
Yeah, we were talking about it the other day. Like, you know, East Tennessee, we've had great players, but probably as a whole, it's probably not like the greatest. But when you look at the colleges that are here in East Tennessee, you've got Tennessee, who's ranked top 25. You got Division II Carson Newman ranked right there, top 25. You've got us ranked top 25. And then you've got, obviously, Walter State, who's having a great year.
Yeah, they are. I think they're last time I saw, they were up to, I think, number 17 in the poll, and then the women are at like number 7 or 8. So they've played really good, and
they impressed me when I went and watched them play.
Yeah, they've got some athletes.
Yeah, for sure.
Out there, they are a very good program, and especially to be just a JUCO program with, you know, freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah.
Only it's really impressive to see the kind of talent they put out on the floor, and even like Jamar Livingston, who we also played against, he's at Walter State, and he's playing really good ball. He's got a good chance to go somewhere higher.
Yeah, Jerry's done the coach Jerry Nichols. He's done a great job there in his third year now, fourth year, third, somewhere around there. But yeah, he's just done a great job in picking up where Carlisle left off and just taking the program to even higher standards.
Yeah, Jerry he got there in 2023, so
second, third year.
Yeah, second, yeah. But yeah, he's done a really good job there, and
he plays super up tempo.
Very up tempo, yeah.
I like it, yeah.
Like I went and watched, they scrimmaged Carson Newman at the beginning of the year, and that's like a style clash you've never seen before, because
full pressure versus just chucking threes.
Yeah. Carson Newman played a 2-3 zone the entire game, and I don't think Walter State will see a 2-3 zone or any zone of any sort the rest of the year.
Probably not, no.
And it was a high-scoring game too. It was like 100.
Yeah, no,
something
I really
to 90
wish I
something.
could have been at that game. It sounded like it was an elite level game.
Yeah, it was really good basketball being played. Like I said, the up-tempo pace of Walter State, and then Carson Newman shooting threes and making threes also. That
exceptional 3-point shooting team.
Yeah, even they have like some guys we played against too, Browder and
Colin
Yeah,
Brown, who
Colin
was at
Brown,
Tennessee
yeah.
High. Trying to think. Might be it.
Yeah, and along with him, they've got some overseas talent as well. A couple from
I did Norway,
Ireland.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. He was a guy he transferred from Lees McRae.
Yeah.
He was having, I think, a decent year. So, yeah, it's all really cool to see.
Yeah. And in other college basketball, I mean, I know you watch. So we were just looking at it, BYU Clemson last night. You said Devanza had 22 in the second half.
Yeah,
he's been really good this year.
Super good. He loves to play out of that mid post.
Yeah.
And get to that middle and shoot that mid range over people, which, heck, at 6'10", I mean, seems like that should be your shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been exceptional.
Yeah, a lot of other good players. Nate Ament, he's kind of struggled the last few games. He's not really been able to find like really who he is at this level of basketball. A lot of shots and not really going up as strong as he should be, in my opinion. Really.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still, he's still young. Still maybe trying to figure out, just how to work under or in the college system. So I think as the year goes on, he'll continue to improve and he'll live out to what people thought he was going to be.
Yeah. Another freshman that really impressed me was Kingston Flemings from Houston.
Oh yeah, which game was it? He had. Was it Tennessee? Was that the game he played good?
Yeah, he played really good against Tennessee.
Yeah, he impressed me too because I hadn't knew who he was at the time.
Yeah.
And heck, he's coming out just firing threes. I'm like, who is this guy? I thought the only guy who could shoot on Houston was Sharp.
Yeah. Yeah, against he had 25 points, 75% from three.
Yeah, dude, he's good too.
Really kept him in that game at the end. He came down and hit that
For sure.
deep three at the end, which,
Yeah.
if we don't hit our free throws there, then they have a chance to win it. And I don't want the ball in his hands because he had been very hot. But
No, Houston's really good this year.
yeah,
They got the other guard. They got Sharp, Fleming, and the other guard's name. I can't think of what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, they're a really good team. Who right now do you think has the best chance of winning the national championship?
Oh man, I haven't watched Michigan play.
Yeah.
They seem like they're having a really good year. They just beat Gonzaga by 40, something like that. So I hadn't watched them play. I truly think Houston has a good chance just because of their defensive intensity, and now I feel like they can stretch the floor even more, and they have more shooters than what they did in the past. I mean, always as a Duke fan, I'm gonna think they have a chance to do it. They also have, in my opinion, I think the best player in college basketball, just of his strength and dominance down low. Teams are starting to have to double him now, and he's a good enough passer just to kick it out and hit the shooters.
Yeah, Cam Bruiser, I mean, we saw him play. They came to Knoxville in an exhibition game, and he just was
25 and 20?
He was just unreal. And I think I told you about it too. My dad, after the game, told me, I'm not worried about him. I don't know that you watched the same game as we did, because he's looked really good.
Yeah, they just played Florida last week, and I thought that was a game he might struggle in because Florida's huge. They've got Handlockton, Chinyulu, and then Thomas Hall. They're huge. I thought it might be a game that he'd struggle in, and heck, he came out in the first half, had 17, 19 points, ended with 27 and 10. So he's definitely lived up to the hype, because he came in, they were like, yeah, he's the highest rated Duke player of all time. I'm like,
yeah,
over Flag, over Zion, all those guys. I was like, he might be a little overhyped, but heck, he's lived up to it.
Yeah, he has. He's played really good. And you go back and look at Michigan, I mean, they've really just steamrolled everybody they played. Aside from Wake Forest, they had a 1-point win over Wake Forest. But you almost got to think, like, are they playing their best ball way too early?
That is true.
And I hope that's the case because I really don't like Michigan either.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like seeing them at the top.
No, not at all. And, they're going to be number one come soon because Purdue just got beat, I think.
Arizona is number one right now.
Yeah, they are.
So
okay.
it goes Arizona, Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah. But then, you talk about, Cooper Flagg last year, he's played really well in the NBA too this year.
He had a little rough start, but seemed like he's come into himself a little bit. So, when you watch the Mavs, it's just like, I mean, it's a lot of the NBA just when it's your turn, take your shot. But gosh, when you watch the Mavs, it just feels like every possession, it's whoever has the ball just come down, letting it fly.
Yeah.
I feel like every time, Cooper Flagg has the ball, it's just like he's gonna get a good shot or make something happen. So.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing. I think that's why I like to watch the Pacers so much. Starting last year, they just play their brand of basketball is just so fluent, and they always make the right passes. They make the right plays. It's really, they just play fun basketball to watch.
Yeah, I hadn't watched them this year, but I think one of my favorite players from last year was Nembhard.
Yes.
He's just so smooth and he's so fun to watch.
Yeah, I love me some Andrew Nembhard. Probably the only Gonzaga player that I like is Andrew Nembhard.
For sure.
He's really tough, and they've not been good this year, but the Halliburton out, and then Benedict Mather, and he got hurt early on in the season, as well as a couple other players. But Benedict Mather, he's really stepped up too. When he's not been out, he's been really good. And he came from Arizona. I remember Arizona played Tennessee in Knoxville that I was at that game, and he had I think he had 28 and played really good.
He was super good in college. What about the Thunder? What, 23-1 now?
And they're going to get a lottery pick this year.
Yeah, I did see that.
A couple, maybe.
Is this the Kawhi trade with SGA, or which trade is this one that they get?
Well, I don't even know. Let me see if I can find it.
Dude, it's so crazy. You got people like AJ Mitchell and Cason Wallace just thriving.
Yeah.
Right now, and you'd never think they'd be that good in the NBA.
No.
But then they play. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, 2026. They get a. Goodness gracious.
They have a top four pick, and then they have another first round pick, 13th pick this coming up year.
Yeah, well, this year they have a top 4 pick from Philadelphia. Then they have their own draft pick, and then they have another top 8 pick that comes from Utah.
Jesus.
And then 2027, they have a top 16 and a top 5 from the Spurs and Denver.
I'm guessing that's from when Paul George left.
Probably. They have 2027. They got 4 draft picks total.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's
23-1 and still getting the top draft picks. Who do you think would fit the Thunder the best?
They don't need anybody.
I know
they don't need anybody.
If you could, who would you pick if they had, coming out of this next draft class?
I don't even know.
Who would you think would fit best with them?
I don't know. I feel like probably Boozer. They need a big. I mean, Hartenstein. He's a solid big, but if they can get a Boozer who's playing as good as he is right now, then
someone who can also stretch the floor.
Yeah.
Shoot it.
Goodness
plays
gracious.
well on defense.
I don't even want to think about how good they could end up being. Yeah, that's wild. They'll probably win it again this year the way they're playing, but shouldn't have won it last year. But they got handed a ring when Halliburton went down.
I just saw a TikTok on Halliburton came out in that Game 7 just firing. Probably he hit like, what, 3 or 4 threes?
Yeah, I think he had
He probably had 9 or 10 points before he went out in the first quarter.
yeah, he was playing really good. Let's see. He had 9 points in the first quarter, 3 for 4 from 3. So, yeah, he was coming out.
Well, he did Achilles.
Yeah. Very unfortunate ending because it's like you make
Fast recovery, though.
He's not playing yet.
Oh, he's not back?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
He's out all season.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I
Yeah.
thought he was back.
No.
Huh.
No. But Dad, he tore his Achilles last year, too. I'm sure he'll have something to say about that because he's already ready and mad at me for not asking him to play men's league again.
He's ready to go.
Yeah, I know. So, could be a future matchup between the two of us in men's league.
He's playing?
Yeah.
For another team?
Yeah, he's playing for his work.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That'll be funny.
Yeah.
We need to see that game.
I know. Might have to live stream that one
Heck
if
yeah.
it happens. Who knows if we're in the same league? But yeah, that'll be that could be fun. But yeah, I mean, Game 7 last year, that was it. I feel like nobody really expected it to even get to 7 games. The Thunder had just played
Definitely not.
really good, and the Pacers were like, I mean, in the eyes of the media, maybe a little bit of a Cinderella team.
I see that.
So it's like, yeah, okay, she's just gonna kind of walk all over him. But then Halliburton you look at all the shots he had hit prior to and think, yeah, there's no way he's gonna be able to do it again.
It was just clutch shot after
And then he
clutch
comes
shot.
out in Game 1 and hits a game winner in Oklahoma City, and it's like,
Oh, crap.
yeah, hey, they're
What's
here
going
to
on?
play.
Yeah.
And so then they end up forcing a Game 7, and it's just like you can feel it. It's so intense,
It's
and
almost like it's more nerves on OKC because they were supposed
to win. Yeah, it was supposed to be over already.
Yeah.
And Indiana's playing with house money. They're, maybe they're not even supposed to be there.
Right, yeah.
So
I still remember, I think one of the craziest things ever was the Halliburton shot against
the Knicks, yeah.
When he dribbled out and hit the 3-pointer and then or it was actually a 2-pointer, but then did the Reggie Miller. I remember standing up going crazy just for that shot.
Yeah.
So,
It was wild, and then it saying after, if I'd have known it was a 2, I wouldn't have used the choke celebration because we still had to play overtime. But
it was perfect Selly for the
It
moment.
was.
But God, if only he was
a half foot size smaller.
just like KD.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's wild with KD in Houston now. It's crazy to think about all the places he's been, and
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, but it's also kind of sad to see all the guys going to these different teams, knowing their career's about over. We're about to be in a league without LeBron, KD, Steph, all these guys, and it's like these are the guys we grew up watching.
I know it's. I don't even want to think about a league without LeBron.
Me neither.
He's been in the league longer than we've been alive.
Literally, yeah.
So it is crazy, like you said. That was our prime basketball watching with our friends is LeBron on the Cavs and Steph, KD. Maybe not KD on the Warriors yet.
Just watching KD in general, whoever he was with, is just
KD and Russ on the Thunder.
Russ.
And now Russell Westbrook's playing for the Kings. It's like,
Yeah, that
you
doesn't
that
doesn't feel right.
You do not belong in the Sacramento jersey.
Chris Paul just got dropped.
That situation's so wild to me. It's like you think of the Clippers, you think of Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. And so for them to treat him like that is just
he shouldn't be.
So crazy.
Yeah, he should let him go out on his own terms because heck, he's one of the best point guards of all time. He's assist leader, steals leader.
Yeah.
I think he's all that. So Gotta let him go out on his own terms, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think LeBron is actually closing in on the assist record too.
Is he really?
I think John Stockton has it right now.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is. I think maybe.
Where is Chris Paul? I thought he was up there. He's got to be up there.
Yeah, he's Chris Paul's number 2. Jason Kidd's 3 and LeBron's 4. So
Assist?
yeah.
It makes sense.
Steve Nash 5. Russell Westbrook on there, he's number 8, which he's triple-double
That's got to be.
monster. So
I think that's the most impressive.
yeah,
One of the most impressive stats is the triple-double leader. Is Jokic going to catch him is the question.
he might.
He's got to, right? He's
Yeah.
been averaging triple-double for like 3 years. Has he not?
It's been a while, yeah.
Maybe longer. I don't even know.
Let's.
But no, they thought that was going to be a record that was never going to be broken. Was
Yeah.
Oscar Robertson's triple-double record. And here comes Russell, and now here's Jokic.
All right. Here's what we got here. Russell Westbrook has 207. Oscar Robertson 181, and Jokic is 175. So
Wait, what's Russell at?
207.
Oh, yeah, he's going to catch him.
I think so too.
He's going to probably
175.
be way ahead of him.
Yeah, he needs he's 30 away right now.
Yeah, and Russell's.
Heck, he'll probably have that by the end of the season.
Yeah. And Russell Westbrook probably is not going to get many more in his
No,
career.
he might get 5 more.
Yeah, he's going to blow that out of the water.
Yeah.
I saw a thing. It was probably besides LeBron, because that's probably definitely going to be the most unbreakable record.
Yeah.
But which record do you think is going to be the most unbreakable? So between like Wilt's 100-point game, or I think it said like Stockton's assists and steals. Like he's so far ahead of everyone.
I think it's the 100-point game.
You think so?
Yeah. I like the assists and steals. That I feel like that's something that it probably won't be broken, but like it's probably more likely, because if you get a guy who comes in like, say, a guy like LeBron, whose longevity is just insane, but that's all he's doing is assisting, and he's not scoring like that, it could get broken then. But like 100 points in a game,
I feel like we're getting closer. I mean, it's still like so hard to do.
well, I mean, who's the closest? Kobe, 81.
I think so, yeah.
Because
but there was
Donovan
Dame-
Mitchell had like 71 or something like that.
Dame and Donovan Mitchell both had 71 game.
Yeah.
Booker's up there, but
Yeah, it's.
what about the 10-point streak came to him
I
in the
know,
other night.
man. He made the right play though, so.
Yeah, he did. They hit a buzzer beater off of it, so
Yeah.
But
And then the next game he comes out and looks like vintage Braun with 25 and 8. But
they said his record was from 2007, I think.
yeah, it was something like that.
I also saw something that said, "What are y'all talking about? LeBron losing a streak. He's had 8+ points
Yeah.
since 2006
Also,
6 or something."
He's had 10+ points in every game inside the United States. So that game was in Toronto.
Was
so
it really?
Yeah, it doesn't count.
That's funny.
That game doesn't count in Toronto. But yeah, so single points by a player in a game is Wilt at 100, Kobe at 81, Wilt was 78, and then Wilt again was 73 multiple times. David Thompson and Luka Doncic both had 73 also. And then Donovan Mitchell, Damian Lillard, Joel Embiid, and Devin Booker have all had 70. So, I don't know. I mean, I think 100 points in a game is just – that's just hard.
Yeah.
I still don't even know if I 100% believe that Wilt did it.
No video.
No footage. They got footage of everything except for Wilt's 100-point game.
We'll averaging 50, 30, and 20.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that or not. I mean, they got footage of Babe Ruth playing baseball. You telling me they didn't have a single camera at that game?
It was, what, 30 years later? Probably.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It'll be debated. Who
For
knows
sure.
if it's, who knows
I feel like
if it
that's
actually happened.
part of the reason he's sometimes not considered, like, in people's top 10 is because
Yeah. Who knows if it really
who
happened.
knows if it even happened.
Yeah. I don't even. Who would be your top 10? Or 10's a lot. Was top 5?
LeBron, MJ. Then we're going to go. Feel like you got to go Kareem. Then I'm going to go. I'm going to go Kobe and Steph. That's who I like.
I'd go LeBron, MJ, Steph, KD, and Shaq.
KD and Shaq.
Yeah.
I feel like Kobe gets a lot of like hate and like people drop him just because they said he was a ball hog. But dude, like,
Well,
I feel like he's definitely one of the best players of all time.
yeah, I think so too. But I think, in my opinion, like, I mean, Shaq was Finals MVP and all that during their championships that they were together. So it's.
But then I still look at it as like he won another ring without
Yeah,
Shaq.
he did.
So, like, yeah, it was Shaq obviously was a big part in it, but
Yeah.
he was still able to do it without him. With who did
Yeah.
he have? Gasol and Derek Fisher.
Yeah.
Like,
Robert Horry and.
I mean, good players, but
Yeah, Shaq is just he just feels like the most dominant
for sure, yeah, he's definitely
ever.
he's probably like right there for me.
Yeah.
Like coming up down, he's definitely top 10.
Yeah. What if you had to go college only, college stats only, no NBA? Who would your top 5 college players ever?
College players only. Right now,
No, like
all time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Probably definitely putting college players. I feel like you got to go like JJ Redick. Who else? Was it Tim Duncan? Was he at Wake Forest for a bunch of years?
He was. I don't know how long, but he was at Wake Forest for a while.
And I don't know. I don't even know. I'm trying to think. Best college guys. So I'm just trying to think of guys who were there
Yeah.
for a long times. I don't even know. What would you say? What would your lineup be?
It's hard.
Dude, it is. Like, now it's like no one even stays
Yeah.
for long. I mean, you got guys like Jimmy Fredette.
Yeah.
You got...
It's more so just like those like obscure guys that are just like forever college basketball legends.
I mean,
now.
you got like
Shabazz Napier and
Drew Timme.
Drew Timme. Yeah, players like that.
Yeah, Drew Timme was probably...
DJ Burns.
Oh, God, not him. He ended Duke's year.
Yeah.
That was sad.
Actually, I watched Devontae Friga.
Oh,
We
no.
watched him a lot in school.
Yeah.
He had a video with DJ Burns
Did he really?
the other day, yeah. Let's see, Bleacher Report, they have theirs. Number 1 is Kareem, college. 2, Pistol Pete. 3, Oscar Robinson. 4 Bill
So
Walton.
before our time.
Yeah, 5 Bill Russell.
We need more of a current.
6 Wilt, Jerry West 7,
Yeah.
Bill Bradley 8. I don't even know who that is. Played for Princeton.
I guess all of them stayed in college for longer than.
Let's go. Let's see if we can
We
go
need some
find somebody
current.
in our time. George Mikan. Some Mikan drills. Gosh, they're all so old.
Christian Leitner.
Yeah, he's on here. All these pictures are black and white, man. Shane Battier, he's on here. It's a little bit closer. Tom Gola.
All Duke guys. Who's that?
Couldn't tell you. Not played in 1952, 1955 for LaSalle. Shaq, he's number 46.
Was he at
Goodness
LSU for a
He
while?
was at LSU for 1990 to 1992.
All right, let's just do this. If you could put together a team from, let's say, like the past 5 years, who would you put on your team?
College?
College-wise, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going Dalton Connect. I had to put Zach Edey. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
you
want
have to.
I don't want to. I hate him, but I have to.
You have to, I guess.
To go Zach Edey and Dalton Connect.
That's already scary.
Who else?
You playing Kinnett, your shooting guard?
Yeah, Connect would be at the 3.
Okay. At 3?
Well, I don't know. That's tough. I'm Cooper Flag at the 4.
Yeah, you need a big who can stretch it because Edie's going to take up the whole
Yeah.
paint.
Cooper Flag
You
at the 4.
basically just need a bunch of shooters and people who can play defense.
Yeah, Flag at the 4, Edie at the 5. Connect. I'm going.
Who's an elite point guard for the past couple of years?
Dude, Walter Clayton.
Ooh, that's nice.
Walter Clayton, then maybe at the 1.
Walter Clayton at the 1, Dalton Kinnett at the 2. Just need like a
Who's my 3 here?
3 and D guy.
Is it too early to go to Bansa at the 3 or? Let's see. Who else
I
has
mean,
been?
you already got a bunch of ball dominant guys.
Yeah, I know.
Try to think of. I don't know.
Who's
DeBancer
at
might.
3?
He might be your guy. I like how he plays defense
He does.
too. Like he's not just all
Yeah.
offense.
There's got to be another 3 that's that's proven.
Trying to think of like the past Duke teams. If they had anybody.
What teams have been good?
You always have Houston. You got
UConn. They've
Ooh.
had some alright players.
I don't know.
Florida.
You definitely got your 4 though. That's a nice 4.
Yeah.
Clayton, Kinnett, Edie, and Flag. Just throw you could
Yeah.
move. Heck, you could move Flag to your 3 and just throw Booze in there as your 4.
I could. Yeah. Boozer and Edie down low. Goodness gracious.
That's just. That's some strength down there.
That is some strength. But yeah, that's probably, I think, the best top 5.
For sure, yeah.
This is the best college basketball players the last 25 years. He's got Zion at 1, Tyler Hansborough at 2, J.J. Redick at 3, Adam Morrison 4, Carmelo Anthony 5, KD at 6, Joakim Noah at 7,
Joakim Noah.
Steph at 8, Jimmer Fredette at 9, Kemba Walker at 10. He's a good one.
Ooh, that's a good pull.
AD at 11, Grayson Allen. He should not be on this list.
Definitely not top 15, but
Emeka Okafor, Doug McDermott, Jalen Brunson, Trae Young, Greg Oden, Zach Edey, John Wall, Lonzo, Jameer Nelson, Frank Kaminsky. Holy.
imagine you had Zach Edey and AD down low. Are you even getting a shot up?
No, you're having to shoot threes the entire game.
Wasn't it AD had like more blocks than majority of the teams?
Teams, yeah.
Yeah, they're not even getting
Golly.
shots up. With them down low, and then, what about Carson Edwards?
Carson Edwards, he was good.
You got a Carson Edwards outside.
What was the guard from Virginia? A little white guard. That was pretty good. What was it?
The white guard?
Yes, what was his name?
Kyle Guy, yeah.
He had that buzzer beater in the
Oh
tournament
my
that was a double
God.
dribble, or should have been a double dribble or something like that.
Buzzer beater. I just remember I think it was the national championship when they got fouled on the 3-pointer.
Yeah, that was.
I did not want them to win that year.
No.
Was that the year Purdue put out Tennessee? Or no? I thought that
Seems like it.
I thought Carson Edwards put him out.
Yeah, because he got fouled on a 3 that wasn't a foul. So Monte Turner stood straight up and Carson Edwards fell. That was the same night. We were watching that game together in Florida because
we were at a restaurant, right?
Yeah, because right before that was Taco Fall versus Zion.
Oh dear God, that was scary.
Yeah, that
They
was.
almost lost that game.
They did.
There's no reason they shouldn't have won that year.
No, that
Zion,
was
Cam Reddish, and RJ Barrett.
Oh, was number 1, number 2, and number 3?
It was 1, 2, and 3.
That's
They just
crazy.
didn't have they had like Delorier down low, and he couldn't hold his ground.
Yeah, it's just bad coaching.
That was They also had Trey Jones.
They did have Trey Jones.
There's no reason they should have lost that year.
No.
Lost to Cassius Winston, Michigan State headband.
Michigan State's good this year too.
They are. Yeah, they played Duke close Saturday. That arena and fans were brutal.
Yeah.
They started chanting F Cam
I
Boozer
saw
randomly
that.
at the free
Yeah.
throw line. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
He's not even like a hated player,
No,
really.
really, not really not. She goes to Duke, so I guess that's probably why. But I don't know. Cohen Carr, goodness, he can fly.
Yeah, coming down the lane, you better just move out the way.
Just get out of the way. Well, you got anything else you want to talk about?
I do want to give a shout out to my parents after I got hurt, because Mom was watching the game, and she saw me go down and everything. So after the game, I'm in the locker room. I come out, grab my phone. I've got 20 messages already from my mom, like can you bend? Like, Tim's got so many questions, like, can you bend it? Can you walk? What'd the doctors say? Like, she's like, I already got you an MRI scheduled 8 a.m. on Monday.
Yeah.
And then I come out and my dad's right there, he's also asking about me, gives me a call later in the night asking about me. He's with me at the team doctor when I'm there the next day. So, I just wanted to say how blessed I am for them and how they were there for me through all this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got.
For sure. Well, again, I appreciate you coming on and wish you well in the recovery process and everything.
Yeah, appreciate you, my man.
Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll be back with you next week here on the Brice Epps Show.
Yes, sir.